Hello, so today we are on day 41 and we're going to be reading the effects of air pollution. So up here, it says heavy smog on January 30th, 2018 in Shanghai, China. Smog comes from ozone that is close to the Earth's surface. Ozone occurs naturally in the Earth's lower atmosphere, but near ground level. Ozone is formed when pollutants emitted by cars, power plants, and factories react chemically in the presence of sunlight. Air pollution is matter in the Earth's atmosphere that hurts people or the environment. The atmosphere covers the whole Earth. It goes up many miles into the sky. Most air pollution comes from people. It happens when people burn things such as coal and oil for electricity. When these things are burned, they release carbon dioxide gas into the air. The atmosphere is made of several gases. They include nitrogen, oxygen, water vapor, and carbon dioxide. There used to be less carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Today there is more. This causes climate change. The greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect is connected to climate change. Normally the sun sends out radiation. Half of this radiation hits Earth and is absorbed. The other half changes to infrared radiation. We feel this as heat on our skin, but greenhouse gases, GHGs, trap radiation. The main GHGs are carbon dioxide, methane, and ozone. The more GHGs in the atmosphere, the more heat is trapped. Protecting the ozone. The ozone is made up of 3 atoms of oxygen. The ozone layer is mostly made up of ozone. It exists 6 miles above the Earth. This layer protects the Earth from the sun's radiation. But air pollution can break ozone apart. Then more radiation reaches Earth. Certain items used to be made with CFCs and halogens. These chemicals broke apart the ozone. The chemicals made 2 large holes at the North Pole and South Pole. Now these chemicals are not used much. Acid rain. Acid rain is very acidic. When oil and coal are burned, sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide are released into the air. In the air, they mix with water, oxygen, and other chemicals. They become sulfuric acid and nitric acid. Then these mix with water and fall to the ground. Acid rain hurts the planet. It destroys buildings and cars. Fish can die in acidic lakes and rivers. Plants have trouble growing in acidic soil. Climate change. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, says that the Earth climate is changed by GHGs. Usually, radiation from the sun hits the Earth. Then it bounces back into space. But GHGs hold on to radiation. The trapped radiation makes the Earth warmer. Glaciers and polar ice caps melt. The sea levels rise. Indoor air pollution. Air pollution is not just an outdoor problem. Indoor air can also be very dirty. Indoor air pollution is very bad in developing countries. In these places, many people cook with fires. They often have the fires indoors. The fires make pollution. Stopping air pollution. Air pollution hurts people's hearts, lungs, and more. In the 1970s, many countries want to change this. They created laws to limit air pollution. The United States passed the Clean Air Act in 1963. It was the first law to limit air pollution. This law saved lives. The world can work together to get rid of air pollution. In 1987, the United States agreed to something called the Montreal Protocol. Every nation on Earth signed it. Each country promised to limit air pollution that harmed the ozone. The ozone layer repaired itself. The hole at the South Pole is now smaller. All right, so after reading that, you have some text-dependent questions to answer. So, the first is, the ozone is made up of 3 atoms of oxygen. The ozone layer is made up mostly of ozone. It exists 6 miles above the Earth. This layer protects the Earth from the sun's radiation, but air pollution can break the ozone apart. Then more radiation reaches the Earth. Which sentence from the paragraph explains why the ozone is important? Next, read the section Stopping Air Pollution. So you need to go back and read this last little part, Stopping Air Pollution. Which detail from the section explains that efforts to get rid of air pollution are not working? Next, Look at image 1 at the top of the article. What does this photograph help what does this photograph help the reader to understand about air pollution? So, you're looking back up at this first image, image 1, and it's labeled right here, image 1. Next, look at image 2. What does this image show about air pollution? So the image is located for you right here, or you can go back in the article and it is right here. All right, and that is all you have for today. So go ahead and look back at the article if you need to and answer these text-dependent questions.